is a spell card, and when this card is activated, fusion summon one Gem Knight fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your deck as fusion materials, but change its attack and defense to 0. If this card leaves the field, destroy that monster once per turn. You can discard one spell card. The monster special summoned by this card's effect gains attack and defense equal to its original attack and defense until the end of your opponent's turn. You can only activate one Brilliant Fusion per turn.
So I am now going to show you what you summon off of this, and then I will get into the latter part of this video.
Gem Knight Seraphinite.
Seraphinite.
Obviously, it's a Seraph and a Knight mixed. One day, a Seraph and a Knight loved each other very much, and this is what you got. So, this is a 2300 attack, 1400 defense, fairy fusion effect. The fusion is one Gem Knight monster plus one light monster. Must first be fusion summoned with the above fusion materials. During your main phase, you can normal summon or set one monster in addition to your normal summon set. You can only gain this effect once per turn.
And so here's what we refer to as a Garnet. So this card is a vanilla, which means that it has no effect. It just has 1900 attack points, so you could theoretically hit over some things. So in order to use Brilliant Fusion, you have to play a Gem Knight card of sorts. And the Gem Knight card that was played was Garnet because it had the highest attack stat of any other Gem Knight card. So you get to harness this really powerful effect with Brilliant Fusion to summon Seraphinite, assuming you also have light monsters in your deck. But you have to play this card, which we refer to as a Garnet, which basically means it, like, in your hand, it doesn't really do anything, and in the deck, it also doesn't really do anything, but it's like, if it's in your hand, you can't even activate Brilliant Fusion because you have to send it from your deck. So, what do you think?
What? Okay, we haven't done a video in like 2 weeks. I already feel like I've forgotten everying about Yu-Gi-Oh again.
Where's the notebook? Where's the notebook?
Jesus, it's still over there against a wall somewhere.
Yeah.
So, I can kind of see it.
So Brilliant Fusion was sort of...
I don't want to get up.
Brilliant Fusion was sort of one of the first types of cards to be designed this way. So you're purposely playing these cards in like a 3-to-1 ratio because you want to see the Brilliant Fusion, but you never want to see the Garnet. But you get to use the power of, harness the power of Brilliant Fusion by playing this like card that effectively does nothing in your deck.
I'm very like, okay, so
ask your questions. Ask your questions.
So it's a way to kind of get around fusion summoning, right?
No, it's its own version of fusion summoning. So you play the Brilliant Fusion, you send the Garnet and a light monster to the graveyard, and you get to summon the Seraphinite. And because Seraphinite's on the field, now you get to normal summon twice in a turn instead of just once.
Is that good?
I don't know. You tell me.
I thought special summoning is all that you do. What? I guess you can get more materials.
Yeah.
You have to have this in your deck.
This could also be bad. Like, it could be bad.
You guys don't get to mulligan, right? If you just draw this, then this part of your deck doesn't work.
Correct.
It does feel like I've spent the last year learning and then relearning that nobody summons normally except to do a summoning jutsu for a fusion summon or something. You know, that it's all about special summoning. Special summoning is not special, and normal summoning is just kind of a path to get there. So how good is getting to normal set in a monster? If it's above level 4, what are you doing? Okay, I apologize. Brilliant Fusion. This is a spell card, and when this card is activated, fusion summon one Gem Knight fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters who loved each other very much. And this is what
referred to as a Guardian. Really powerful effect with Brilliant Fusion to summon Seraphinite. First types of cards to be designed this way. So you're purposely playing these cards in like a 3-to-1 ratio because you want to see the Brilliant Fusion, but you never want to see the Garnet. But you get to use the power of harness the power of Brilliant Fusion by playing this like card that effectively does nothing in your deck.
I'm very like, okay, so
ask your questions.
Fusion.
Ask your questions.
So it's a way to kind of get around fusion summoning, right?
No, it's its own version of fusion summoning. So you play the Brilliant Fusion, you send the Garnet and a light monster to the graveyard, and you get to summon the Seraphonite. And because Seraphonite's on the field, now you get to normal summon twice in a turn instead of just once.
Is that good?
I don't know. You tell me.
I thought special summoning like is all that you do. What? I guess you can get more materials.
Yeah.
You have to have this in your deck.
This could also be bad. Like it could be bad.
You guys don't get to mulligan, right? If you just
Nope.
draw this, then this part of your deck doesn't work.
Correct.
It does feel like I've spent the last year learning and then relearning that nobody summons normally except to do a summoning jutsu for a fusion summon or something. You know, that it's all about special summoning. Special summoning is not special, and normal summoning is just kind of a path to get there. So how good is getting to normal set another monster? If it's above level 4, you still have to... Is that special summoning? No, it's tribute
That's
summoning,
tribute
right?
summoning. That counts as a normal summon. So hypothetically, you could normal summon a monster and then tribute over that monster as your second normal summon. That would be a legal play.
Right, so how good is that when you're already a fusion summon deck and you're already giving up a spot for it? And if Brilliant Fusion, like you said, is mainly getting this, it must be good. You're building your deck with it in mind. But, I mean, all that we're seeing is the enable to something that I struggle to understand how impressive it is.
Okay.
Because, like... The way that I understand your game is like I special summon this, I special summon this, I special summon this, I special summon this.
That's correct.
And I'm picturing that versus I get another normal summoned. I'm done. And it's like, that's probably not what's happening, right? It's tough for me to fathom how far ahead that gets you. I imagine it gets you somewhere, but you still have to have the right monster to place, and then you also have to be able to pay it off with the right thing. Now, if you can build your deck around that, I imagine it's better than I think it is. Or you are showing me a lemon right away to mess with my head. Like
Would I do that, CGB?
When you tell me that this is the best, that this is what Brilliant Fusion does, this must be better than I think it is, or this whole video is a lemon. And you wouldn't do that.
I would never
this
do
has
such
to be,
a thing. I'd never do
This
such a
has
thing.
to be in some way good. I just don't understand the max. I don't understand, like, how the payoff is better than, like, what these special summoning decks are already doing.
You know, you could look at it from the perspective of that, you know, obviously we coined the term Garnet for these cards that effectively are dead cards in our deck or hand. I could just be showing it to you because this is the first one of them. Not that it's necessarily good, but that it's like this is the first time we refer to like Garnet type cards.
So Brilliant Fusion can get other things, but this is a thing it got when the type was first revealed? Is that what you're trying to say?
There are other Gemnite fusions, but the Seraphonite is the best one and is the one that you were typically always summoning off of it.
I mean, it's...
You can play
Yeah,
this
I really
package
don't know
as
how
its
to
own
tell.
like independent engine, if you will.
If this were like getting an extra draw step, like cards in Magic that give you an extra draw phase, like that would be insane. As far as getting to lay an extra item, this could be a Magic card like Aether Vial or As Foretold. As Foretold is bad, Aether Vial is good. I like ways to get more resources than your opponent each turn as it goes. But that seems like it just, I don't know, man. I'm not impressed.
So you
Not
think it's
only
fine?
that, you just draw the Gemnite. Like, you need cards in your deck that probably put it back on the bottom of your deck or something to do your thing. Maybe
There
you
are
have that.
and there are cards that can hypothetically do that. They're very few, but there are a few cards that can do that.
Do you have Pot of Nonsense that puts cards back in your deck
Actually,
to draw cards?
funny enough that you say that. Hold on. I never thought I'd get to show you this card in my life. This is so funny that you say that. Give this card a read.
Pot of Generosity. Return 2 cards from your hand to your deck, then shuffle your deck? Who's this generous to? Your opponent? Why? What is this?
I never thought I'd get to show you this. That's so funny.
Why would they make me think about drawing 2 and then show me that?
This is literally
so
like one of
stupid.
the worst Yu-Gi-Oh cards ever printed.
That is so. There is no way this got in a deck. There is no way you ran this to shuffle in your gem deck. There is no way. This can't be real.
No, there are better cards that had the ability to do that, but this is like
Jesus,
it's funny
thank
you
God.
just mentioned it. It's funny you mentioned. I had to show you.
You know what? Speaking of generosity, hold on. Hold on.
Google still tracks you in incognito mode. Use DuckDuckGo, a real private browser.
Now we gotta go help people customize and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Maybe where's the golf cart?
Speaking of generosity, hold on. Hold on. I got something in the mail. Do you know anything about this?
I don't know. I mean, your birthday's coming up. I'm not sure. You know, what did you get in the mail?
Thank you, by the way, Simo.
Did you think about
Thank
drawing
you
2
for
cards
this.
today, CGP?
Well, from now on, if this is in my house, I will always get reminded to draw 2 cards every day, all the time. And
I thought you'd appreciate
how
that.
did you know? How did you know I needed to decorate my house in some Yu-Gi-Oh nonsense? I don't have enough Magic or Pokemon stuff around my house, thanks to my wife. Now I get some Yu-Gi-Oh nonsense. Good God.
Happy early
Thank
birthday.
you. Thank you. It is my birthday this month. Thank you. I'm a lucky guy. I appreciate you. You are the pot of generosity, Simo. You are. This might be the worst card you've ever shown me. It's an anti-draw too.
Yep.
I'm broken. I'm a little broken. You can't show me any more cards. I don't think I can handle it.
Apparently not. I think Brilliant Fusion already broke you before I even showed you Pot of Generosity.
You might be right about that. I really don't get it. Like, I don't...
Oh,
like,
trust me, we also don't get it, if it makes you feel better. So this is a very old card for context. We have no idea why they printed this. Like, this card is so bad.
an impressive mess. At least you got me the pot that does draw 2. And not now that I know that there is a pot out there that just discards you 2. Yeah, thanks for not getting me that. I don't think they'd make that into a lamp, to be honest, or whatever I have here. Oh, goodness.
So you think Brilliant Fusion's bait?
I mean, I can see the potential of the card. There's a lot of text for basically being able to tutor up what you want and use things in your deck as materials.
One of the biggest downsides of fusion summoning is the fact that you're committing 2 or more resources and a fusion card from your hand or field to summon a fusion monster. Brilliant Fusion does it directly from the deck, so you basically don't lose any card economy while you're performing a fusion summon, which is something that when this card was printed in 2014, I want to say? 2015, I was very close, 2015. So it's kind of on that line of like Yu-Gi-Oh 2.
Yeah, this is a little busted. It was when you showed me the Seraphinite and the Garnet, the thing you have to run it. And I'm like, I don't see the payoff. I don't know. This doesn't, like, especially you're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh 2. It seems to me like Yu-Gi-Oh 2 cards dunk all over this. Okay. I don't know.
Okay.
Again, I feel like you're showing me the doorway to something I haven't thought about in Yu-Gi-Oh, which is getting to the normal set more. I trained myself into believing that doesn't matter a long time ago.
So you think it's fine?
It's fine right now.
Right now,
I know what's around the corner. I know you're gonna get me with something. I know this isn't the whole video.
Well, I'm going to get you right now because I don't know if you could believe this or not. This card was banned. They actually just put this card back to restricted to 1 on the most recent ban list.
Brilliant Fusion?
Yep.
Brilliant Fusion?
Uh-huh.
From getting Seraphinite?
Yep. So something that you may not fully comprehend at this exact moment is that while it sounds dumb that with all the special summoning, like, why do you care about an extra normal summon? 1 extra normal summon in our game can do a lot for a lot of different decks. And that's kind of like the restriction on these like normal summon type cards is that, oh, you can only normal summon them like 1 card per turn, right? But with Seraphinite enabling you to have a second normal summon, it opens the gateway for even more broken nonsense than like just being able to do all the special summoning stuff. Dumping a light monster from your deck to the graveyard, being able to like effectively, kind of tutor a light monster. There's plenty of light monsters that say, like, when this card is sent to the graveyard, special summon it, right? So it's not even like you're just getting the Seraphonite, you're getting an extra body in addition to that to, like, do stuff with. So as a result, this card actually ended up getting banned because it was way too good. And they, like I said, it's still restricted as of the recording of this video. It is still limited to 1 copy.
Oh, it's starting off strong. Where does it say light monster? What? Oh, I see. As part of the materials. Okay. So you're saying something I need to know is that having a light monster get tutored straight to the graveyard is good.
Well, it's not even that really. It's just because for context, we have a card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Called Foolish Burial that says send a monster from your deck to the graveyard. That card is literally restricted to 1 copy. So the fact that if there's any other card that allows you to just dump stuff to the graveyard for free, it's probably going to be good in some case or another because there's like probably a high value target to be able to send to that. So I'll quickly show you just like for context. This was the other card you typically dumped with the Brilliant Fusion. Give this a quick read.
Performage?
Trick
Clown? Mm-hmm. Performage. Trick Clown. 1600 attack, 1200 defense. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 Performage monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its attack defense is 0, and then you take 1000 damage. You can only use this once per turn.
Yep.
Okay, so this is creating a little loop of materials.
Exactly. And so as long as you can always keep the Trick Clown like on your field in some way, or there's various different ways to do that. Like I said, you're getting the Seraphonite, so now you have 2 normal summons, and you get the Trick Clown. So you already have 2 monsters that Brilliant Fusion produced, one of which like recurs itself basically infinitely. And then you still have 4 other cards in hand, in your opening hand of 5, to be able to do stuff with. So it was just too much power for like 1 singular card, and now it's restricted to 1 copy. So, and got banned for, it was banned for like 8 years, I want to say. It was banned for a long time.
Welcome to Everweave, an app that lets you play D&D with AI as your dungeon master. Create your...
And got banned for, it was banned for like 8 years, I want to say. It was banned for a long time.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, we're going to have fun today. I'm already like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, here's your next one.
Predaplant Ophrys Scorpio. 1200 attack, 800 defense, level 3. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can send 1 monster from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon 1 Predaplant monster from your deck. Except Predaplant except for this exact card. So there are multiple Predaplant monsters, apparently. Great.
I'm about to show you
one. You can only use this once per turn. Okay.
So, Scorpio is the 3 of that you would play in your deck, and this is the card, this is the Garnet, in quotes.
The Darlingtania Cobra.
Close enough.
Sure, why not? If this card is special summoned by the effect of Predaplant monster, you can add 1 polymerization spell card. Can we stop just getting cards to get more cards?
Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh, buddy.
What the hell, man? Just get the thing already. Just get it with the first card. Okay, get a spell card from your deck to your hand. You can only use this once per duel. Once per duel? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's going in. That's going hard on the once per turn thing. That's probably good for everybody.
So the play pattern is very simple. You summon Scorpio, you discard a monster, you summon Darlingtonia Cobra. And then Cobra adds you any fusion card that I may or may not have already showed you prior in this video to your deck to your hand.
Why the hell don't they just go get the fusion card with the other card? I don't get it, man. Why do we have to... Are you guys that addicted to shuffling? Is that what it is? You don't know what to do with your hands if you're not shuffling?
Oh, yeah. You've seen me. You've seen me play Commander. You see I do the hand flick thing, so...
I do. You know what one of my favorite things to do at tournaments was? I memorize the cards in my hand, and I just set them down on the table, and I just stare right at my opponent. That's so unnerving that I'm the only one in the room not looking at my hand over and over and flicking cards. I'm just staring at them. Oh, they hate that. They hate that so much. Anyway, doesn't this just mean you can go get Brilliant Fusion?
It does.
But that's restricted. Why did they bother restricting it?
Good question.
You just go tutor it up again.
Good question.
Are you going to tell me that they didn't? Okay. So does that mean they had to restrict the Predaplant?
That's what you have to figure out.
Are there more cards that do what the Predaplant does?
I want to say yes, but I think the Scorpios and the Darlingtonia Cobra, by extension, are probably the best ways of doing it. And so then so if you go Scorpio into Cobra and then get Brilliant Fusion, you've used your one normal summon, but then Brilliant Fusion gives you an extra normal summon because then you summon the Seraphonite. So now you're seeing the power of like these normal summon type effects. That's like...
Am I? So now you have a little bug and the Seraphonite? Is that good?
You would have the bug, or you'd have the Scorpio, the Cobra, the Trick Clown, and the Seraphonite all on your board. And you'd still have a normal summon, you can still special summon as much as you want.
Alright, you got dorks. You did it. You've got materials. What can you leverage them into? What's the thing that says your opponent doesn't get to play the game anymore? What's the card that lets you jump through 7 more hoops to draw 2 cards?
We might be showing you that. We might be showing you that later. We might be showing you that later. We might be showing you that later.
Right now, I'm just looking at your ability to shit out your hand is going so well for you. I'm so proud of you. So far, your dirtle is so real right now.
Yu-Gi-Oh's great, isn't it?
I hate it, dude. So stupid. What are we doing? I mean, I'm sure these can be leveraged into something amazing, and it's a problem, but like, already
for the purpose of evaluating this, you don't have to worry about that. Like, yes, you can, and that's part of the reason why these cards are good, but there's not like a particular thing that I need to show you that you leverage into that, like, you can evaluate these cards as they are, especially knowing that they can search like Brilliant Fusion, for instance.
You only really Brilliant Fusion once, right? Because you only have the material to do so once.
Correct. But in Yu-Gi-Oh, you only need to do it once.
Okay, so if that's the case...
You could play an extra Garnet and have your second Brilliant Fusion be live, but statistically the math doesn't work out that you want to play more than one copy of a Garnet.
Yeah, so if they...
And honestly, resolving Brilliant Fusion probably just won you the game most of the time anyway, so... Really? It's very good. It's very... I don't think you're fully grasping how good Brilliant Fusion is, but yes.
No, I just picture... you know what? I watched a Tier Elements video once, and I picture this is kind of like you did a little bit of what that did is on turn 1. That's what I'm seeing. But, like... It just doesn't get me. It just looks like a bunch of little crap.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's crap.
No, probably not if it got limited. All right, so the Scorpio, they limit Brilliant Fusion. You say if you cast Brilliant Fusion, you win the game. What's the point of limiting it when you have another chain that can just immediately go get it? Like,
you know, we like our redundancy.
I know, but like, how could they limit Brilliant Fusion and not limit this?
Good question.
Like, is going from 6 copies effectively to 4, and in a lot of ways the Predaplant is better, right? Because you get something else along the way.
You get a couple bodies.
To your Brilliant Fusion?
To be fair, though, the Scorpio could be interrupted, right? Because remember, we have hand traps in our game. So hypothetically, if your opponent has a way to negate the effect of the Scorpio in response to the activation, now you're just a sitting duck because you use your normal summon. The rest of your hand may not be good, and now you're kind of just sitting there with a Scorpio on the field doing nothing. Also,
Brilliant Fusion not be interrupted?
There's also cards that can interrupt it too. But I'm saying if you don't already have the Brilliant Fusion, the Scorpio is like a choke point. You know,
it's like if they just didn't Okay, if they left both this Scorpion and this Cobra legal, and I don't think you have to like hit the Cobra because you only want to run 1, like you said. If they just left this at 3 copies to still enable your Brilliant Confusion somewhat consistently and force you to run this little Darlingtonia, whatever. It doesn't make any sense to me, dude. I have this weird feeling you're gonna tell me that they left this Scorpio legal at 3. And I would tell you Konami makes no sense. And you would say true.
Final answer?
No, I'm gonna go the logical route and say, okay, if they wanted to limit the Brilliant Fusion, they should limit this, because that's what makes sense. Like, if they're trying to reduce the amount of Brilliant Fusions cast, this reduces the way that the Brilliant Fusion is cast, or at least makes you tutor up this stupid plant somehow.
Final answer?
So, yeah.
This card's at 3. It's fine. Never been
touched. Of course it is. Of course it is. Of course it is.
Where's you saying Konami makes no sense?
Why? Why?
I don't know. I don't know. We don't get explanations for bans, so I can't tell you.
This is your whole idea for this video was like, this makes no sense. He'll love it.
Franklin University makes it possible.
At Franklin University, our success begins with yours. When